All right, finally. All right, so we're live, guys. So sorry about that. So I think it was, I don't know, I guess I had the pop-up blocker added on, and that I guess was for whatever reason it was preventing me from streaming. I'm not sure why, but I guess I'll have to turn that off, I guess, if I want to stream, I guess. So uh anyways, yeah, I saw the Superman movie. I mean, I'm kind of late to the party because I saw it. It's just that so much stuff kind of happened. I kind of felt like wanted to make the title about that, I guess. So yep, I saw Superman. That was good. I usually don't like DC movies unless it's Batman, but this one's good. Probably not something I'd see a second time, but I thought it was good. So not a modern masterpiece or anything like that, but yeah, it's fine. Uh, it's probably the best non-Batman related DC movie I've probably seen about it. So hey there, Rudy. How you doing? I'm doing fine. Mm-hmm. Also, I'm going to stream Red Dead Redemption 2 again starting this Monday, but it's going to be in the morning. It's not going to be at night. I'll play it all of that week. It's good. I'm glad you're good. Yeah, that was good. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I watched both of them today. Yeah, they were funny. Mm-hmm. I actually probably need to watch South Park, but the thing is that it's like I don't know how much is a season of South Park. Is it like 30 episodes or something per season? That's what I don't know. That's what my brother told me, and they have 27 freaking seasons because they release episodes like every week. And I don't know. It just I know, and they're like I don't know. They're like 20 minutes per episode. It's not that long, but it's like I don't know if I can go every day watching, because that's what I usually do if I try to watch a show is I watch one episode a day. So maybe what I'll do is maybe I'll try to watch one episode of South Park every day every Saturday. I'll do that. I don't know. Let me see how many. All right, season 1, 13 episodes. No, it's not 30. It's way off of that. Season 24 only had 2 episodes. Huh. Okay, maybe they don't release an episode every week. I guess not. Yeah, the most the season had of season 2, it had 18. Why would 20? Why does season 24 only have 2 episodes? Yeah, 2 episodes. I know I've seen some episodes of. I know the episode a lot of people say is the best one is like the Radiohead one or whatever. You know where that's what a lot of people say is the best one. Which I've seen that one. That one's pretty good. I thought. So. Yeah, 10-minute episode. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I probably do need to watch more South Park. Mm-hmm. So I will this Saturday I'll watch more. I'm also going to try to watch Peacemaker starting this Saturday. So, I heard it's a good show. Which the Suicide Squad, you know, not the original one, which was terrible, but the sequel I thought was decent for the most part. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't watch it again, but I thought it was fine. But a lot of people I just heard a lot of good stuff about the Peacemaker show, which, you know, is a continuation, which is kind of weird because it's like there's so many superhero spinoff shows that are somehow better. Like even the Batman, the movie with Robert Pattinson, that was a great movie. And the sequel, I mean, not the sequel, but the Penguin TV show is like one of the best shows I've ever watched. And I don't know what else. I guess there's just Peace. I can't say because I haven't seen Peacemaker yet, but I'm gonna watch it. But I guess you could say the Hitman TV show, which I finished not long ago, but it's not. It just kind of is based on the same comic. It's not really a sequel to that movie or something like that, which I haven't seen the movie. I've only seen parts of it, but you know what I mean. I was gonna say there's a whole thing of that, but I don't know. I can only name one, I guess. But I guess the Loki. I haven't seen the Loki TV show either, but I heard that one's good. I'm back, guys. Hello. Yeah. All right. Sucks that every Cartoon Network show on HBO Max are gone. Oh, I didn't know that. That's too bad. What's this? Oh wait, give me a second. What did I say? King of the Hill. That's what that is. Okay, hold on. I actually didn't really like King of the Hill when I was younger. I thought it was boring, but maybe I'll like it if I watched it again. But I don't know. For some reason, when I was younger, I was super into Family Guy, and I always just kind of remembered on Adult Swim they show a couple episodes of King of the Hill, and they show Family Guy, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Mm-hmm. What? Alrighty. Cool. Alrighty. Nice. As they listen to Black Sabbath albums, should I listen to Ozzy's albums? Yeah, Ozzy Osbourne's albums are pretty good too. I feel like there was like some sort of rivalry, which there probably was that I didn't know about. Because it's like if you look at their album releases, so like solo Ozzy Osbourne has like 13 albums, Black Sabbath has like 19, and so like if you look at all the release dates for their albums, let me show you this. So and you look how close the release dates are together. It's like every year there was like one Black Sabbath album, there's one Ozzy Osbourne album each year. So like, and the dates were all so close together, and it's like they were trying to see who could outdo the other. I guess is kind of what it almost borderline looked like. So like, look at this. You have Heaven and Hell, 1980. How about they do this? Heaven and Hell, 1980, versus Blizzard of Oz, 1980. Heaven and Hell, April 25th. Blizzard of Oz, September 1980. I think Blizzard of Oz is his best album, but I have to say Heaven and Hell is probably a better album than Blizzard of Oz. So Black Sabbath won there, even though that was Ozzy Osbourne's best. Now we have Mob Rules, November 4th, 1981 versus Diary of a Madman, November 3rd, 1981. And I had to go Diary of a Madman on this. I think that's Ozzy Osbourne's third best, but I think Mob Rules is good. I just don't think it's, I don't know, not as good as Diary of a Madman, but it's still pretty good. Next up, we have, actually, maybe I'd say Ozzy Osbourne won twice. Maybe I prefer Blizzard of Oz over Heaven and Hell, maybe. Yeah, I'd probably prefer Blizzard of Oz over Heaven and Hell. Next up, we have Born. This is an easy one. So Ozzy Osbourne has won 3 times so far. So Born Again, 1983. Not great album. So this is a very easy win for Ozzy Osbourne. Bark at the Moon, December 1983. Very, very easy win for Ozzy Osbourne on that one. Seventh Star, terrible album. That album sucks, and it's not really even a Black Sabbath album. It's a Tony Iommi album. So that album, it's weird. I think it's Tony Iommi was the only like kind of original kind of member at that time. It was supposed to be a solo release, but they said no, it's released it as Black Sabbath. I said okay, and the album's not very good. Tony Iommi, Seventh Star, 1986 versus Ultimate Sin by Ozzy Osbourne, 1986. February 22nd. You know, easy win for Ozzy Osbourne. So far, Ozzy Osbourne's was winning this. The only 2 great albums they've done so far in this whole thing has been Heaven and Hell and Mob Rules, and even then I think Ozzy Osbourne beats him on that too. So now we have, this is kind of 1 year apart. So this is the Eternal Idol, December 8th, 1987 versus No Rest for the Wicked, November 1st, 1988, which I have to give a win to Ozzy Osbourne yet again. So now we have Headless Cross. Oh, I think that might have been where, I don't know. I think actually, I guess it would be Headless Cross versus No Rest for the Wicked, which is still probably a win for Ozzy Osbourne on that, I'd probably say. And then we have, Tire versus No More Tears, which is an easy win for Ozzy Osbourne because that's the second best thing he did, in my opinion. Is No More Tears. That's a great album by Ozzy Osbourne. And I think that's where the rivalry. Well, actually, hold on. We did have one more thing with the rivalry. So it looks like Ozzy Osbourne, I guess, stopped releasing stuff. So they had Dehumanizer, which I think is one of probably the best albums since. Which it doesn't come anywhere close to any of their, but it's probably their best album since Mob Rules, but it's nowhere near as good as Mob Rules. And then they had something called Forbidden in 1995 versus Osmosis, and that's a very, very obvious win for Ozzy Osbourne because Forbidden by Black Sabbath is a freaking awful album, like their worst album they've ever done. That album's so bad. It's so bad. It sucks. It's so bad. Ugh. It's gross. Terrible album. And then Ozzy Osbourne would go on to release an even worse album called Undercover in 2005. It looks like that's kind of where the rivalry kind of ended, unless you include Scream in 2010, and then the Heaven and Hell album. That's the only one I would say Black Sabbath won on that, I'd say. So, yeah, Ozzy Osbourne solo stuff was better than, for the most part, better than Black Sabbath stuff post Mob Rules. You know, anything after Mob Rules sucked until they got the Dehumanizer, which was pretty cool. And then their Heaven and Hell release or whatever was pretty good. That, you know, Heaven and Hell as in the side project spinoff where they had the members from Mob Rules. So that album was pretty good. But aside from that, not great. Not great. I think 13 is when they finally got Ozzy Osbourne back. Which I don't know. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah, too many awful. Yeah. Well, I don't know. There's some awful ones and there's some mid ones, and then there's some that are really bad. You know. I think Black Sabbath did kind of fall off, and I think it mainly just had to do with they were trying to release as many albums as they could to compete with Ozzy Osbourne's solo stuff. Oh, give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, so hold on a second, guys. So let me show you this, guys. So here, let me tell you something. So right here, what we have here is a Coke bottle. You're probably wondering why I have this. I'll tell you why in a second. So you guys have heard the news, and let me just kind of go over this. You guys probably know already. There's a reason why I have the flag hanging upside down. It's because our country is under crisis. This is what I see it. But we're basically kind of slowly becoming into a fascist regime. And something I see is something kind of like Vladimir Putin's Russia, or Viktor Orban's Hungary, or Israel's Benjamin Netanyahu's Israel, or Modi's India, or I don't know, like Xi Jinping's China. I don't know. You get the gist. Not good stuff. Or I don't know, or like Iran, or like Saudi Arabia. You get that. I can go and name a bunch of stuff. But you know what I mean? I think we're getting really similar to something like Vladimir Putin's Russia or Viktor Orban's Hungary, kind of is what I would say. Really bad fascist shit. And there's a lot to complain about. This is probably the worst administration I've ever seen in my life. And we're being run by a guy who's probably in the files, as you guys know, which is terrible. His supporters don't care. But he's a criminal. He's a terrible person. And we couldn't have asked for a worse president. It's so bad. Now, one thing they're doing here is they're replacing Coke with the high fructose corn syrup in Coke with cane sugar, which is kind of a pointless thing to do. It's going to be really expensive to get it because we don't really grow cane sugar in the United States. But this is a Mexican Coke bottle, so this already has cane sugar in it. And I've kind of heard that this is kind of how we open this here. So we go like that, guys. Yep. Pretty cool, huh? And I heard that cane sugar kind of tastes a bit better. Well, I'll be the judge of that, I guess. It's also not that much healthier, by the way, so it's kind of a pointless thing. Hey, Jace, how you doing? But it does kind of taste a bit better. I don't think a lot of people really know the difference, though. But yeah, as I said, we're slowly becoming a fascist state, like Vladimir Putin's Russia or Viktor Orban's Hungary, which I think Viktor Orban's Hungary is probably the most similar. I don't think we're quite there to be like Mussolini's fascist Italy, but hopefully we won't get there. But I don't know. The stuff has gone so crazy. I don't know. Yeah. It's not good, guys. Do you like Doritos? Doritos? What is that? Doritos. I haven't had those. I think I've seen them. I never tried them. Mm-mm. I'm actually more of a Dr. Pepper guy, I gotta admit. I like Coke too. I've actually been trying to quit not drink Coke like soda as much because they're shit for you. They're horrible. They're crap for you. They taste amazing, but they're not good for you at all. So I've been trying something called Olipop, which most of them suck, but the fruit flavor is pretty good, especially the apple one's great. There's another called Poppy, which I don't like as much, but I think their watermelon flavor one is pretty good, but a lot of people say their watermelon flavor is their worst, which I don't get that. Not their worst, but they say it's one of the worst ones, which I like that for the watermelon flavor a lot. And I like watermelon flavor stuff in general. Olipop's watermelon, didn't care for that one though. Didn't think it's very good. But the Poppy version is pretty good. I saw Superman. Pretty good. I also rewatched Children of Men just because I wanted to show it to my family just because I thought it aged really, really well. There's a lot of stuff in the movie I think that's foretelling of what's happening right now. Scary stuff. Weapons. Oh yeah, I heard that movie's. I heard some stuff about that movie's. Let me see that. Weapons. Let's see here. All right. Also, done moment for you should ever read the title. Yeah. Oh, all right. I'm just curious. Sorry, I'm being asking. Are you the guy who's from Italy by chance? No. Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking of someone else. Okay, my bad. Gotcha. Oh, sorry for the new Cardiacs. Oh yeah. When does it release again? Yeah, I heard that the new single's really good. I haven't yet to listen to it though, but I'll go try to listen to it. But yeah. COVID-19. Nice. Yeah, it's fine. I don't know. I don't think it's worth getting everyone to switch to sugar, like the cane sugar or whatever. Gotcha. It's probably good to not drink it every day. Maybe I don't know. Like what I've been doing is I go for 1 week where I don't drink, where I only drink like 2 of them 1 week, and then another week where I have like one a day. Which I don't know, probably still isn't very good, but I don't know. Oh, what anime did you start watching? Dan. Oh. All right, see ya. See ya already. See you in the next stream. See ya already. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. All right, see you guys in the next stream. Bye.